know the feeling, man. With this.
Move, John. It's gonna shoot you. Stop it! Stop it! I'm just smacking the door.
Been alright? Cool.
What did happen?
You know how to play it.
What did happen? I just shot.
She seemed like the type, long as she don't see no chicks, she cool.
I shot one bullet.
But if she see some chicks, she seemed like that type. If she see some chicks, she might get mad. But if she don't, she cool.
One single.
Cause I know I'll be trying to play it like I don't date nothing. I don't do nothing. But go to work. You got some O's? Cause they be asking stupid stuff like that. I mean, when I went through mine, she used to say stupid stuff, and I always would be like, nah.
It's like a big gun, John.
Deny. Cause if I say yeah, it ain't gonna help.
Are you scared? It's that thing that hurts.
For sure.
Hang on,
As long as y'all cordial and she ain't on that baby mama drama, you good. You in a good place. I'm glad for you. I am glad for you. It'd be a lot of them don't realize. Like, man, if we cool, it help you just as much as it help me.
Down.
You know what I'm saying? They be mine. She retarded. She was like she went straight to one dude and been with the same dude ever since. I'm like, that was because you was too busy trying to screw me over to even weigh your options. You idiot.
I got another joke.
Peyton, I'm going to end you if you shoot me again. Stop shooting people.
I'm just shooting a lot.
You know how to cock it now? You know how to cock it back? You know how to load it?
Yes, but I don't know how to put it down. It's too hard.
It's hard, huh? Yeah, Daddy barely could do it, big dog. Here, come here. Let me show you. I think if you do it like this, turn the gun like this and do it. See?
I tried that before.
Why shoot 2 bullets? Here, now do it.
2 bullets?
Push it like that with both of your thumbs. Put both of your thumbs. Hold the gun. Yep, push it. You got it? Yep, push it.
Do I?
Yes.
Please try. It's just $2.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Huntley. He's got Burton here. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. To throw on 2nd down, Huntley gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Huntley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On second down, it's Jones. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. They're going to go for it. Huntley to throw. And he finds Cook. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jared Cook. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well-executed 22-yard gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Six 0 on score after 1.
With the score, Browns 6, Bears nothing.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big run there by Jones. 66 yards for him on the ground. Now Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
By Bobby Wagner.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
Let's go, let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
6-6. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Person on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Don't fear, man. Yeah. Whew. What happened?
Daddy.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it, and has given me the evil eye, folks. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw, Huntley. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt.
Money ball!
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What's up, bud?
It's in the game.
Jake Elliott set
On this phone.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are
You can't run that one dead, okay?
taking about 7 yards.
Put the other one on the charger.
He will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Stop drinking all that before you pee in my bed.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a throw here on second down. And that's
Jeez.
complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. On first down, Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 45-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The ball carrier.
Pretty good Job defensively, thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep.
Prescott now from the 50. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes.
Peyton, gone somewhere.
Completion and bringing up fourth down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Shit, shit. We're going to 53. Hey, go kill. So we're going to 54. Why in? Check 3. Check. Hey, go kill. 26.
They'll go with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. 4th and short, they had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Prescott. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of...
Yeah!
What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's Swift. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
One more time with Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal from the 6. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 25 yards out. And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Patterson on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And that'll be incomplete.
Fuck!
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Huntley will drop this underneath for Jones. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Complete to Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Bitch.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check like 21, like 21, check like 21. No change. 36. We're going to 54. Why is? He's checking. Crash. Shift. Watch the shift.
Prescott from the gun. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the eye. Go, get out there. Come.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, check like 21, like 21. We're going to 54.
To the air again, Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
43-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Cleveland.
They'll run it with Jones. A gain of 3, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jones. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Bears 9. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He'll call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Prescott to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Check 55, come on. Check 55.
Prescott. Dancing to his left. He takes it across.
Jack Nicholson!
In the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 16, Browns 13. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Pushing through the contact. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completion.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He's back to throw. Steps away. And,
ball game!
Intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until Mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for Chicago, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they can ill afford to drop too much